Alexia from Energy 103.7, and every October I like to visit haunted places right here in San Diego. I came here last year and we're back at the Whaley house.
You guys are okay.
Going in the scary area.
Running this way. Adjust your eyes a little bit and I'll start making things a little dark. I'm sorry, if you're thinking that you were coming here to tour the light. This area is the oldest part of the house. But of course you can see it's set up as San Diego's second county courthouse. Before the house was even built, this used to be the site of the town gallows. This is where criminals came to be executed, and this is before even Mr. Whaley had shown up. You get some sort of vibe there. They also say that there is a very distraught female, second to last chair in the second row, over towards the corner. And they also say that they're say hello to the Whaley family. So the very top in the middle here, this photograph, that's the earliest known family portrait of the Whaleys. So we have Mr. Thomas Whaley off to the right, his wife Anna to the left, and those are 2 of his 6 children in the photograph. You can see surrounding him are 5 of his kids. Francis right over there in the middle, right. He is the oldest. He's also sitting right next to Mr. Whaley there. Bit of a trickster, at least that's what a lot of ghost hunters and paranormalists say. We have next after that, Anna Amelia right next to him, and she's the baby that's sitting on Anna's lap, Mrs. Whaley's lap. George, right down here, he was kind of like, they like to say he was kind of the black sheep of the family. Violet, which is right over there in the upper left, and we'll get to her special story in a moment if you haven't heard about her, but she is very significant. Lillian, right over here. She is the youngest child of the Whaleys and also the last person to live here up until 1953. Oh my gosh. What we do believe is quite possibly it may be a Whaley great-granddaughter that is concentrated in this area. And she did live in Oceanside. She did frequent the home a lot and visiting relatives here. But she died accidentally poisoning herself. She ate a pesticide that was found on the ground. But they do say that her spirit is still here, concentrating in this room. A lot of times it's towards females. She likes to tug on the purses, grab onto the clothes, grab onto the hair, anything to kind of get your attention. Where you're standing at right now is Mr. Whaley's study. The reason why this area is significant is because 2 big events happened here. It has to do in regards to Violet Whaley. She was always described as being very beautiful, but also very melancholy, which is the same term as a depressive nowadays. And at the age of 19, she married a gentleman. And just shortly after the marriage, basically they had to split. And it wasn't either one of their decisions, it was really the prodding of her own parents. We do know that she suffered emotionally within the next 2 years. And at the age of 22, she tried to drown herself outside in the water cistern. They placed her under what they call a doctor's watch, or basically a suicide watch. And about a month and a half later, on August 19th of 1885, she gets up early in the morning, heads down the stairs, goes out into the outhouse, and that's where she shoots herself in the chest. When they found her, she was still alive, but barely. So they brought her back inside the house. And where they laid her body is inside this room. Wow. Yeah. Like I told you, this used to be the town gallows. Yankee Jim, he was sentenced to hang. And according to Mr. Whaley, he said right around this archway here is about where Yankee Jim had basically been executed.
So last year, I was standing right here, and the story goes that Yankee Jim died right around this area, so guys oftentimes will feel like they're being strangled or being choked. and 30 seconds go by, I don't feel anything. About a minute and a half go by, my throat starts to feel tight. It almost felt like a sore throat that just wouldn't go away, and it kind of got worse and worse, to the point where I not only left the room, but I had to take a step outside to evaluate my life. But no, refocus myself and get centered again. So yeah, so I'm kind of ready to get out of that.
One more thing, can you tell them what you feel every time you come by here?
Yeah, usually when I walk by either the Whaley house or the cemetery outside, I still kind of get a little bit choked up. And it still hasn't gone away, and this was a year ago.
And Yankee Jim is buried at that cemetery, so that could be why you feel it over there too.
Yeah. I'm ready for the light now.
Hello.
Oh my gosh! Oh wow!
We have here Maritza and Peter from the San Diego Ghost Hunters. And so tonight, they are going to show you both the spiritual as well as technical way of communicating and detecting spirits here tonight. So you guys are going on a ghost hunt.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is a box we use so we can hear them talk. So it's called an ovilus, and he's using the words in the box to communicate.
Wow.
So we also use these rods to communicate with him. We'll ask yes and no questions. So when it crosses, it's gonna be yes. And then when we ask him to give him a hug, usually for the women, he usually doesn't.
Free. He says free. Free hugs. Free hugs.
Yeah, he likes to give inappropriate hugs.
Should we scoot out a little bit, huh?
All right, Yankee Jim, look, we got lots of friends here tonight.
Hi, Yankee Jim. Come on, Yankee Jim. Take a look around.
All right, so who here do you want to talk to first, Yankee Jim? Are we scanning the room?
8.
8?
Is there 8 of us? 9, 10, 11, Yankee Jim.
8, but 8 girls.
Oh yeah, 8 girls.
Take your pick. Oh, I think it's point B. What's your first name?
Aubrey.
Aubrey, do you want to talk to Aubrey? Yes. So come over here, Aubrey. So see how I'm holding them here? I don't have my thumbs here. I have them on the bottom here.
Yeah.
And just keep it to a light slant, and then just make sure they're not touching, and then you can.
No, you don't need a mattress yet.
Do you want to go have a drink with me? Do you
Tell
want
him to uncross though. He's kind of got to
Uncross, yeah, what is crosses?
uncross
Okay,
Yankee Jim.
so-
That way she can talk to you.
So with her.
Wow. Were you married, Yankee Jim? Yes.
Ask if he had a family.
Did you have a family? Did you have kids?
Ask to count. How many kids did you have, Yankee Jim? 1,
2, 3, 4,
oh my.
5,
5 kids.
5, 6.
Yankee Jim, do you know Violet?
Oh yeah, he loves Violet.
Is Violet here? Oh wow. Did he say
Bad
Violet?
boy. It's only bad boy. Bad boy.
Yeah, you want to have a shot? We'll all have a shot. A fireball.
Turn it back on, Yankee Jim. Can you turn that light back on?
Oh,
This is amazing.
Oh my god!
I'm not moving yet. Look, he's going.
Oh my god!
Alright, like here's a good one. Alright, where's Aubrey standing right now? Can you point to where she's standing? Move slow, so it's.
Me and her have one of our best friends who passed away like 5 years ago, and I was just kind of curious to see if maybe we can try to talk to her.
You can ask and see.
Ask for her spirit guide to maybe bring her through.
So
And say her name.
yeah, say her name and see what it says. Okay, we're gonna ask you a question
We
now.
have a request.
Can Yara Zonta's spirit guide bring her through?
Say it louder. Louder.
Can Yara Zonta's spirit guide bring her through?
It's a woman.
He did or something.
Can she come through? Yes, she's here.
Yara, you here?
Ask her to talk through the box. Tell her it's safe, that she's okay.
Yara, it's safe. You can talk to us.
She's near. Can her friend talk through the box?
It's safe to talk through the box.
Me and Alexis are here.
Where is she? Let me talk.
Yeah, I hear with the deep voice has like really scary voice.
Yeah, it is. They get
Yeah,
creeped
him and
out.
the one that whispers are kind of creepy, but they're
Yeah.
not bad. They just someone in charge of the box.
Can their friend talk to you? Can you come through? Yeah, in a moment.
Me? So a woman said me or a young girl.
Yes. Go ahead and talk. Can you see her?
See her in person, it said. It just said see her in person.
It's all what?
Weird, huh? Saying weird stuff.
She's right there. You want to talk to her?
Your friend is here. She wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yara, it's safe.
Tell her to say her name so you know she's there.
Can you say your name?
If you want to visit the Whaley House, you can do so yourself. Visit their website, whaleyhouse.org. I'm Alexia. Happy Halloween.